Alright, welcome to the stream. Today I'm going to be showing you guys how to do standard benchmarking and stuff like that. Before I begin, I want to apologize for not releasing a video a few days ago. The reason why I haven't is because I was out of town for 3 days. I was at a college, basically, at a choir thing. That's all I can say. So, yeah, so I'm going to show you guys how I do my benchmarks. So this is Cinebench. Let me do that quick. There we go. So I'm in Cinebench here, and this is for benchmarking for both GPU and CPU today. I'll probably have to rename the stream because I didn't actually go through and name it. So, so yeah, so you have your OpenGL, which is your video card, and your CPU. I think this is the newest version of Cinebench. I think R15 is the newest one. I'm not sure. Trying to see where my processor is on here. There it is. So that's my processor, and then that's my old one down there. So, yeah, I don't know. I kind of wish they had a DirectX 11 and 12 benchmark on here, but they don't, so that's okay, I guess. The other benches I use is Heaven. You'll see that here in a minute. So, whoa, that's all kind of weird on the stream, isn't it? Okay, I apologize about that. You guys get to see all one corner of that. Actually, I think I can fix that. But, yeah, so I run both of these benchmarks, and that's kind of how I tell performance-wise how everything is. Yeah, I don't know. You can see my frame rate there. I'm streaming, so it's going to be kind of terrible. Well, there, that's good enough. So yeah, you guys can see how all that works. So yeah, that's my main two things to go by when I do benchmarks. I also do like some gaming benchmarks, so with like Just Cause 2, I use their benchmark in that. And now I kind of want to go into like how you can tell if you're getting a CPU or a GPU bottleneck. Bottleneck. Sorry, my voice is still kind of having issues from singing forever. But yeah. So GPU bottleneck. So actually, let me do a CPU. Explain what a CPU bottleneck is. So if you're seeing in like any game really, but I'll use Just Cause 2 for example. Say I'm getting straight 45 FPS, and then when anything like big happens, the frame rate just dies. It goes to like 20, not even, and then it goes back at a straight 45. And you know you have VSync turned off and all that fun stuff, and your graphics settings are turned down. So if those are turned down and your vertical sync's turned off, I know I'm kind of repeating myself, then you know you have a CPU issue. A lot of times though that can be instead of an actual CPU problem, that can be your allocation to all your different cores. So if you have a dual core processor, no, there's nothing you can do. But if you have a quad core or a 6-core or an 8-core or so on and so forth, and you're in Task Manager and you're looking at your resource allocations, and you see, oh, 3 out of the 4 are selected, go ahead and select all of them, because then you're not going to get that bottleneck anymore. CPU clock can be an issue. Memory timings can also affect that, but not as big as normal. Let me fix this. I'm really washed out. So, yeah, there's that. Um, Now, GPU bottleneck, you can generally tell when your GPU is bottlenecking if, say, if you have like an i7 67 or 7700K, or like a Ryzen 5 or 7 CPU, or even a Threadripper now. I want one so bad. Yeah, if you have like a really, really good processor, but like say you're using like an R7 card with it, which you totally shouldn't, or like a GTX 1050 or GT 1030 or something like that, and you have all of your graphics settings turned down, and I mean, graphics settings turned down is mainly how you can always tell if like what kind of problem you're having. If you have your settings turned down and all that, VSync off, obviously. You should never have VSync turned on unless you have like G-Sync or whatever AMD's thing is. I can't remember. What was the point I was getting to? Oh no, I just had a brain fart. Yes, GPU. So you have a really beefy CPU, and your games aren't performing according to like what the internet says that the game should be performing. Normally, that's a GPU issue. Sometimes CUDA cores can be turned off, and I think in AMD it's stream cores. Sometimes those could be turned off. I think by default they're all enabled, but go ahead and check those. Wow, I'm really washed out. Sorry, I've got my blinds closed all the way, but I guess I'll just have to be washed out. Yeah, go ahead and check all of your GPU cores if they're being used. Also, if you look, most games have like how much RAM or frame buffer, as it's also called, how much it's using. And if it's using over, say you have a 4 gig card and it's using like 4.5 gigs, then that means it'll be page filing over to the system RAM, and that's no bueno. You don't want that. So you're gonna have everything bottlenecking at that point because it has to go through the CPU to get to the RAM. And yeah, fun stuff. Not fun stuff actually, but you know what I mean. So yeah, GPU bottlenecks is just when the CPU is performing as it should be, and you look at the what it should be performing per game, and it's not performing that. If you don't have access to an internet connection or something like that, for some reason you should have an internet, but in case you don't and you want to tell what kind of bottleneck you're getting, if it's CPU, GPU bottlenecks, you can also tell if it's happening if, say, your graphics settings are actually wouldn't matter. I don't think. No, yeah, they have to be down. If they're down and you look at the performance or like the usage and you like an Afterburner or something like that, and it shows that like your GPU is 100%, but your CPU is like 30, 40, or you know just below 80 really, then you're having a big GPU bottleneck. So how that can be fixed is going into MSI Afterburner. So let me go into Afterburner quick because I can do that. Obviously I don't have a capture card, so I can't show you my my BIOS settings. But let me go into yes. You go into my desktop scene. Woo! Good to see that. Oh no, that was my stream keys. Well. Oh well. Anyway. Okay, I'm gonna have to go through and scrub that out. So yeah, this is how you can tell all that. So you can see my GPU is running at 800 and 900. So 800 is the GPU, 900 is the RAM. It's not overclocking past that right now because I'm streaming and everything, and I don't have the game running, so it doesn't need to go that fast. But you can see my core clock is at 1075, and my memory clock's at 950, and my fan speed's at 70 just to keep that temp down, and it is. So, you know, that's cool. And you can see my usage. This is when I was benchmarking. It went straight to 99, and then let me look at my CPU usage. So you can see it went up into like the 90s and went down because I was alt tabbing out. So yeah, I didn't get any issues with that. So okay, well, that was a very quick stream. Thank you for watching. Please like, comment, subscribe. Check out the links in the video description that should be there. If they're not there, then I have an issue. Yeah, thank you for watching this relatively short and kind of rambly stream, and I will see you all later whenever I post a new video. Actually, I think I've got an Athlon X4 80K video coming out soon and a GTX 1050 Ti video coming out soon. And then I'm not sure what else to do, so